What's going on, everybody? I'm Jennifer Piacenti at Sports Illustrated, and it's already week 5, which means it's time to make those tough start-sit decisions. And for that, we bring in our own senior fantasy analyst, Michael Fabiano, the original start-sit guru. Fabs, what are we doing this week at the quarterback position?
Well, you should be starting Kirk Cousins. I get it. He had a stinker last week, but he's got a great matchup this week against the Lions. He had 55.1 combined points against them last year. And I'm sitting Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, let's be honest, folks, he's not a great fantasy quarterback. Had a good matchup last week, could not get the job done. This week he's got the Chargers. They've allowed the 4th fewest points to quarterbacks, so keep Baker on your bench.
Could not agree more about Baker Mayfield, but what are we doing at the running back position?
Patterson. I mean, he is the hero that we all wanted, right? Yeah. We maybe didn't ask for him, but suddenly he is a fantasy superstar. He's the RB3 right now. He's playing overseas in Jolly London, right? And he's got the Jets. They've allowed the most points to running backs and the 2nd most receiving yards to the position. So Patterson, yeah, guys, fantasy football can be somewhat unpredictable. And I'm sitting Miles Sanders. He's had 9 carries in the last 2 weeks, 9. And a 17% touch share. He's losing opportunities to Kenneth Gainwell. The Panthers have allowed the 3rd fewest points to running backs, so Sanders should find his way to your sidelines.
It's crazy to think we're sitting Miles Sanders and starting Patterson, but these are the tough decisions you always help us with. Help us at the wideout position, Michael.
Rookie Jamar Chase has been great. I mean, he's been this year's version of Justin Jefferson so far. The Packers are going to be without Jair Alexander, so this is a very good matchup. And even with Alexander, the Packers had allowed the 9th most fantasy points to receivers lined out wide. But I am sitting JuJu Smith-Schuster. The Steelers' offense is a mess right now. The Broncos have been tough on slot receivers. And at this point, Ben Roethlisberger looks like a broken down quarterback, so JuJu is a major risk.
Yeah, no way I'm starting JuJu this Sunday. And finally, at the tight end position, where do we go?
Start Mike Gesicki, and I've been wrong on him the last couple of weeks. He has been great with Jacoby Brissett under center, and in fact, he's been the tight end 3 over the last 2 weeks. The Buccaneers have allowed the 3rd most points to tight ends. Their defensive backfield is a mess of injuries right now, so start Gesicki. And then sit Robert Tonyan, right? He's no Funyun unless he gets into the end zone, and he's only scored once. He's had only 3 red zone targets all year long. He's very touchdown dependent, and the Bengals have allowed the 6th fewest fantasy points to tight end. So keep this cheesehead on your bench in week 5.
Absolutely love the Mike Gesicki call for this week. He's also a value in DFS, and Fabiano lists the DFS values in each of his start-sit articles each week. You can find that article at si.com/fantasy, or you can just click the subscribe button right here to get our weekly videos. You will get weekly start-sits for every position, as well as my waiver wire pickups each week of the season.